Should we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Today is December 15, 2022. It is 3:11 a.m. I have plenty of things to edit. I don't need to record, but I keep on checking on Netflix and go on Twitter just to see what's going on, but I keep on being distracted. So while I was on Twitter, there's some stuff that popped up, and I said, you know what, instead of just wasting my time doing it, go through it without sharing it with you, so let me just do it in peace of mind, share it with you while I'm going through it. Okay, so this is Omid. I just saw it. The palace did brief against Harry and Meghan. What's the point in denying something so easy proof? My latest Yahoo News UK. All right, so there's Omid who did an article on that. Okay, everyone knew. I don't know. It's in their nature, the palace. It's in their nature to just lie about every little thing. I don't know why they have to do that. My goodness, let's read some of these and then move on to the next. We all knew it. The palace really did leak against the Sussexes as Big Neck Jobson and then Wotton. There's that video I keep on showing you. The palace did, brief against the Sussexes.
Much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
Alright, there's this. Only racism, misogyny, and mental illness stigma were chosen methods of attack to decimate the couple. I've been saying it. This is their blueprint. This is exactly what they did to Princess Diana. And then they went on to say she's crazy.
What admired me more about Diana wasn't that, was the way that she seriously attracted herself to those that really wanted her to do something. And she did come back to the office and did make something work and was genuinely interested. This wasn't a job of work just to tick the box, oh, I've been to that charity. She made things work, made people feel special.
Which played on her fears and fueled paranoia. Displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others.
So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down, and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children, what more do you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband.
The oldest son even went out to tell the world that his mother was crazy. But meanwhile, in the background, they keep on gaslighting the person to go crazy, to isolate them. The same thing Meghan had said. Isolate and then instigate them to go crazy. The root cause of this family drama is envy, intergenerational envy plaguing heirs to the throne. I mean, the older one, the father trained him. And each time I think about it, that article that I stumbled upon when I was looking for something completely different. But this is the thing here. I guess it was a proof for me. I don't know why I thought of taking the screenshot, but it was proof to show that the father is training him, because it was only him he was taking to those parties where the tabloid were. I don't know why he thought this was the best thing to do. Meanwhile, you're still doing shady stuff in the background. If you were doing the good things, you don't need the press to keep on telling positive things about you. All you have to do is live your life. If you're comfortable of doing it, even if they find out, who cares? I just read that. I dare them to issue a statement saying they never briefed about Harry and Meghan. They didn't expect Harry and Meghan to fight back. That's exactly that. Okay, I love how members of the legitimate press are speaking up too and talking about how the leaks about Harry and Meghan coming into the press room were from KP. I mean, then Wooten said it from the beginning. It's just now we're finding reinforcement of other people who were tight-lipped about that, but then Wooten had said it.
Yes, the Express this morning is reporting, as other papers are, the latest trailer from the new section of Harry and Meghan's Netflix documentaries, where he's said that they, whoever they is, what's the palace of the media, wouldn't tell the truth to protect us, but they would do to protect William. Well, I mean, I'm pretty fed up with Harry and Meghan, to be honest with you, and I think most people are, and, they need to just go away and live their lives. However, having said that, there is probably some truth in that, in the sense that the palace in particular was very keen to make sure that the heir to the throne was protected, and Harry could be sacrificed if necessary. And actually, when I was working, I shouldn't give the name of the paper, but I was doing a piece for one of the nationals, writing a piece, and I was told, because I'm quite critical of the monarchy in many ways, I was told I could say what I want about Harry and Meghan, but I had to lay off William and Kate. That was the instruction from the editor. So I think there was an element of truth in what he says.
It's just now we're finding reinforcement of other people who were tight-lipped about that, but then Wooten had said it.
And actually, it's Harry and Meghan's war on the press and the media.
That's
and
true.
as they say at the start of episode 1, they say so many books and shows and stories have been written about us. We wanted to have our own say. And remember, the purpose of the PR office at the royal family is to keep the royals in the press all the time. So you have to remember, when I work in newsrooms, it's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace.
But why
and if it comes from Kensington Palace, why are they briefing against their own grandson?
It's just now we're finding reinforcement of other people who were tight-lipped about that, but then Wooten had said it.
And I suspect, probably for the likes of someone like me that has covered the royals for the past sort of 15, 16 years, there will be points where it's going to feel pretty uncomfortable, because it's very obvious that Harry feels that there has been a sort of unwritten pact between the media and the palace, and that he has suffered as a result of it.
Well, let's be fair. That's kind of true. I mean, there is a royal protocol. All of us journalists who come up close to the royal family have to adhere to certain rules.
You have to play by the rule book.
You have to play by the rule book, and newspapers know as well that if they fall foul, if the heir or the next in line to the throne is wronged, it doesn't get looked upon favourably.
It's just now we're finding reinforcement of other people who were tight-lipped about that, but then Wooten had said it.
Yes and no, and I think you're right as well, and I think there is absolutely a sort of, listen, if you don't play by the rules, if you're going to be difficult or break those rules, then you'll be out. Does happen. It's not to say the papers won't be critical of William, but I was reminded and wrote a commentary piece in Vanity Fair last night about Harry feeling that he would always cop the flack and William would get away scot-free. Now, he raised the episode over the Nazi-wearing scandal in the last 3 episodes and said it was his biggest mistake of his life, his greatest regret. He was shopping with William for that costume when he chose it. William could have said, well, maybe this isn't the best idea. He could have perhaps helped his brother out, but it was Harry that got the flack for that.
Probably one of my first tales, isn't it? Probably me turning up thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me. Thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me. Thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me.
It just confirmed that he was telling the truth. okay, about how the leaks about Harry and Meghan coming into the press room were from KP. As they said, the gig is up. We all know what William's done. I imagine we're going to learn more shortly, and I doubt it will be pretty. That's on him. He should never had backstabbed his brother. And, you know, the wife as well. But what is intriguing about all this is that nobody called William out for this malicious leaks against his own brother and sister-in-law. Why? It's not coincidence William briefed about Harry's mental health and then also proceeded to call his own mother, Princess Diana, paranoid and discredited her own words in the Panorama interview. He will always betray and choose the institution and power over his loved ones. Hey, I always say he was like a freaking mannequin, a robot. There's no feeling behind anything. So they train him well. This is the product. Okay? This is exactly the product of the firm. I said it from the beginning. Once I started noticing certain pattern, I said, okay, all this is my humble opinion. I said, okay, the minute the Queen's father passed, they took over. Okay, whether they were telling her the truth or whatever, whether or not she understood her position, that she is the queen, whatever said goes, you know, in accordance to law. But they took over her son, which is Prince Charles. They started, you know, manipulate him. And then once they manipulate him, the offspring of Prince Charles, which is William, it's completely the firm. Okay, it's completely the firm. There's no turning back on that. All right, Rebecca England. Is it English her name is? Rebecca English, I think. Anyway, let me just read what's there. Rebecca England wrote that story, and then when Omid tried to talk about it in the ITV docuseries, Prince Bully had it removed. Oh, okay. The truth will come out eventually, and now it's gonna be, shit is gonna fly off the wall, and it's not gonna be pretty. Alright, so there's this receipt here. By getting stale news yanked from ITV's latest attempt to swallow him whole, Prince William is assisting his friend in the media in their attempt to take down Omid, the only royal reporter that will not join in the campaign to destroy Harry and Meghan. Attempting a flex, the invisible contract is real and I control them. Wow, I can get them to remove whatever I want, no matter how ridiculous. His proud declaration that he is an emotional abuser of his brother and sister-in-law, and every racist, sexist, elitist, xenophobic, crass declaration attributed to him is true. Wow. Duke is concerned and hopes his brother is alright after soul-bearing TV interview. William fears for trouble Harry. Wow. There's this Rebecca English. That's what I thought. It's not Rebecca England. Right, Prince William's staff planted stories about his brother's mental health days after Harry said the feuding royal were on different paths, finding freedom, author claimed. ITV ditches claim about Prince William's staff planting stories about Harry from Brothers at War documentary at the 11th hour amid fears it was defamatory. Hey. Things is coming out. Everything is gonna come out. He's not gonna know how to cope with it because he doesn't know how to control that. Okay, that's a different language. I love your tweet. When you are unabashingly honest, I chuckle because I know you will unsheath the knife if someone get too reckless with their choice of words. Now let me go read this article real quick. All right, tell them Omid with all the receipt. Okay, the press know and are coming for William. Yeah, I don't know if he thought just because people are smiling around him that he thought they were his friends, but he doesn't know the whole process of things is money, and then he's willing to, for stupid reason, to throw his brother, the only person in the institution who had his back, his brother. Anyone around him, they were there for their own best interest, including his wife. Okay? So let's see here.
Not just the media coverage, there are real tensions there, and there are some things we can't discuss for legal reasons publicly now. People hear and see that, they will be better informed, and they will change their mind. Families has rows and tensions and so on. These are very public figures, but also we will see fully and understand better why they're also very angry with the royal family and they want to leave. And it's not just the media coverage, there are real tensions there, and there are some things we can't discuss for legal reasons publicly now, but people hear and see that, they will be better informed, and they
Yeah, I
will,
think that's
they
fair
will
enough.
change.
He knows the truth. He knows the truth. He didn't want to say anything, so he himself don't get in trouble. But we're seeing it right now. All right? We all saw it firsthand. Saying Harry was a fragile state is the exact same playbook they use on Diana. Shame on William. They all know about William betraying of his brother. Oh my lord. I played this in one of my video. You will see it. I think I even created by itself and within those hour-long sort of videos.
The press and the media.
That's
and as
true.
they say at the start of episode 1, they say so many books and shows and stories have been written about us. We wanted to have our own say. And remember, the purpose of the PR office at the royal family is to keep the royals in the press all the time. So you have to remember, when I work in newsrooms, it's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace.
But why haven't...
And if it comes from Kensington Palace,
Right.
why are they briefing against their own grand...
Well, okay, that's a very... the idea...
Why are there never any
Well, I think that's
stories
fascinating.
about Prince William?
Were William and Kate involved in briefing against them originally? I don't know. That's a good point.
I break this particular clip down in another video, so I'm not gonna do it here. Okay, after this, that's it. Only bold people will speak up. The weak ones will still be playing ball because they want to have access to the royal family for crumbs and still be invited for tea.
One eternity later.
Only bold people will speak up. The weak ones will still be playing ball because they want to have access to the royal family for crumbs and still be invited for tea. That's on them. We have to give Omid Scobie credit because from the get-go he was not playing that game, but they sent their hound dog, their hate group against him. Sometimes I used to be afraid to share some of his tweets with you because the comments were so vile. Go back to some of my videos where I said I'm afraid to go on his things because I don't want to read those negative comments. They were really vile. But now, hey, his truth is coming out. All right, next tweet. All right, let's see here. There's Peter Hunt. Put up or shut up, the palace and the press will demand. It's a clarion call they may live to regret. I'm not going to play this. Okay, I have it on a video by itself. It's flagged. YouTube flagged it. I don't care. I put it by itself. You guys could go see it. Okay, but I'm not gonna play it here. There's me here. I even have this emoji here. Listen to my comment. When is tomorrow coming? Laughing my ass off. I was just making silly comment. Okay, I hope so. I would love that for them. There's me here laughing. I doubt that Meghan's lawyer will sit in front of a camera and say that she's seen evidence unless she has. Okay, that was for the lawsuit. Okay, the copyright case where she know what was going on because she was the one who represented her.
You just explain, what was the significance on the witness statement from Ed Verity, better known as Ted Verity?
Ted Verity, the editor of the Mail on Sunday, said in his signed witness statement that he had been given information that helped support Associated's case. He said this information came from a senior palace source.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
And he said in his witness statement, this was, quote, not gossip or tittle-tattle.
What does that mean?
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information.
Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
That a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
And none of them has ball big enough to call Jenny a a liar. That's right. Let's see here. Okay, because it will not be good. Yeah, she saw it and it's on document. It's documented. It's court paper. Right? Why, Peter? Harry and Meghan are simply beating you at your own sick game. Peter Hunt, I don't know if anything beyond tweet. Okay, I'm only aware of him on Twitter. But outside of Twitter, I do not know what he says on national TV in the UK, nothing. But his tweets have been very much informative. Okay, I follow him. I don't follow every reporters in the UK, but this one, I follow him because he says the truth. So I don't know if he says anything beyond Twitter that is negative or misinformation. But his things have been very informative to me. All right, so let me read this tweet. I just need to put this disclaimer out. Why, Peter? Harry and Meghan simply beating you at your own sick game. They can be as vague as they want when talking about the Brits tab, as the tab have a history of writing fantasy to keep the royal family happy. At least Harry and Meghan have won against some of you in court. More to come. Okay, so I don't know if this person know how Peter Hunt tweets, whatever. Or maybe she knows or he knows certain things that he says on national TV in UK. I'm not aware of that. But like I said, his tweet to me, have been very informative. Okay, let's see here. There's Joe Diva here. Peter is actually one of the fair reporters. That's what I'm aware of. Yeah. Let's see here. 100% fair. Meghan has always maintained that she's open to criticism of it's fair. Peter is far and away the best hope we have. Yep, that's what I'm aware of. Okay, why is any of this remotely important? What is it about this feud that garners so much press attention when there are infinitely more important matters to deal with? Because they've been going through some stuff. They use Harry and Meghan to distract you from important things. And then I think, in my humble opinion, at this point right now, what we are seeing, if this doesn't crumble, this is the beginning of it. I mean, it has been going on, but this is where things starting to crumble. If this doesn't crash the monarch, I don't know what is. Okay? Because you have the future king to be doing this to his own brother. Meanwhile, I think not only that, he's willing to throw his own brother under the bus. But the system, the Tories, or part of the government, not all, part of the government and the media, they are one. So he is helping them to distract the people from real important issue. Okay, he's teaming up with them to distract the people. This should never have been happening, because Harry had his back. So now he's gonna see who's gonna have his back, because as far as I'm concerned, the father don't even care about him. Okay, and the wife will be more than happy to put her son in his position. So we shall see how this happen. After this, that's it. The royal family are tax funded. They use government operative to collude with UK press to brief against one of their own. There it is. That's abuse of power, office, misuses of taxpayers' resources. It's bigger than normal family squabbles that fed a heavily pregnant woman to the press. All right, so there's more receipt here. So she's responding to that. Why is it important? Because he's using the taxpayers' money to do stupid things. What is it? There was that PBS thing where the squad said there's only 302 people who view the thing. Next thing you know, all right, I didn't watch it, but the squad came and said, it reached 1,000. I wonder who's paying for that, because the squad made it aware that there's only 300 people in there. So all of a sudden, to boost it up for stupid things, I really don't know why. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on in their head. Where is the money coming from to make people go pay to watch those things, those bots? Okay, the same thing with the IG thing when Harry and Meghan were on IG. Okay, next thing you know, there's a competition of how many followers. What kind of stupid things is that? I'm laughing at myself. Before, I really didn't care who's following me, but on IG, I don't know, I was just posting originally, thumbnails of my thing, but now I'm aware there are more squaddies who's not on Twitter who wants to know what's going on Twitter. So I create screenshot. It takes time, but I create screenshot when I don't have time to make those videos, because those videos take a while. Me recording it, because I'm viewing this right now, so I've decided to record it. Okay, record it, and then when I have time to edit them to put for you, because there are times I say a lot of stupid things that don't need to be in the videos. All right, let's go to the next tweet. So the point is to show why it's important. What the taxpayers' money, people who cannot even heat their houses. Some said they have to differentiate which room of the house they could heat. All right. So this is what this guy who's getting those people's tax-funded money to do stupid things, non-important things. Harry and Meghan are not even competing with him. And then you have the brother who was there, who understand, okay, the process of getting the taxpayers' money to help his position. And he was doing things in return. But nope, he threw him under the bus. Hey, so the squad have to show some of you who are blind what's happening. All right, next tweet. The Sussexes are doing reputational damage to the British tabloid. All right, it's like the table's turning. Okay, British tabloid and good reputation is an oxymoron. Their whole essence is damage. Okay, that's me here putting the tables turning. Okay, good. A taste of their own. Yep, the tabloid did that to themselves long ago. All right, the British tabloid have caused reputational damage to the Sussexes. Turnabout is fair play at so don't start none, won't be none. Exactly, that's exactly that. Okay, the royal family and British media are doing reputational damage to themselves, and it's the same thing that I was saying where that what's this guy? It's a Tory MP who was saying some nonsense about Harry and stuff like that. That Netflix, why did Netflix drop that preview when Baldy was in Boston? I'm like, hey, Netflix went from the best. You guys been doing this for so long. Now that it's happening to you, you can't stand it. Okay, the royal family and British media are doing reputational damage to themselves. They created this mess. Harry and Meghan are only trying to stay afloat, doing what's necessary to survive the mess the royal family UK media are doing to them. If there wasn't an instigator, there won't be a reaction from them. That's exactly that as well. If successful in this, they will have then perform a great public service. Yep, and those people, they seem like they haven't learned. You have people where they intrude in their privacy, like was Caroline Flack, who commit suicide because she can't deal with it. Not everybody have that strong mind to deal with the media, but there's this guy who's fueling the media to create nonsense, to instigate those people.
You know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
You are making people want to kill me. It's not just a tabloid. It's not just a tabloid.
You know, the flames are being fanned by the media.
It's not just a tabloid. It's not just some story. You are making me scared. You are making me scared. You are making me scared, right? And like that night, to be up and down in the middle of the night, looking down my hallway, like, are we safe? Are the doors locked? Is security on? Is everything? That's real. Are my babies safe? And you've created it for what? Because you're bored, or because it sells your papers? Or it makes you feel better about your own life? It's real what you're doing. And that's the piece I don't think people fully understand. You are making people want to kill me.
So, hey, now the table's gonna turn. I hope he doesn't sleep well tonight and for the rest of his existence, because he's a damaged person. Get to know this is exactly what happened to his mom, and he's doing it to his brother. Okay, okay, that's that. LOL. Do tabs have a reputation to damage? Okay, isn't that a good thing? All right, next tweet. Now I see I put a note is a video. Let's see that. Okay, yep, there's this. Okay, that time Victoria Mather appears on US TV in 2020 and slated the Duchess of Sussex, stated the Duchess of Sussex as, quote, 5 clicks up from trailer trash, end quote. She felt emboldened to use such language because the dehumanization of Meghan was par for the course in the UK. The US said no. Let's see here, 1 minute and 38 seconds. There's the squad bringing receipt.
Fairness, we saw a complete disparagement between the headlines of coverage of Kate Middleton and coverage for Meghan Markle. So it seems like there was some reasoning for them wanting to step back.
Well, I mean, don't forget, Prince Harry is you know, has always been the spare to the heir. So I don't think Meghan Markle wanted to spend the rest of her life looking at Kate Middleton's back.
How do you know that? How do you know that? What Meghan thinks? She literally said she doesn't mind being in the background to do work, to maximize her potential.
I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
And help the firm. And she had done it. How do you know these stupid things that how she thinks? She literally told you how she felt. But there you are. This is what you think of her. All right, I move it back slightly.
Kate Middleton's back as she sat in the second row to the future Queen.
Oh, God.
I do hear that she gave Kate a knife for Christmas.
What?
Which is
What the hell is this? Who told her this? Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Kate a knife for Christmas. Which is quite something, isn't it?
Oh my God, she's not embarrassed to even said that? Who told her that? I don't know. Maybe the brother-in-law said this nonsense for them to go spill it? What the F is this? It's almost like the Johnny Depp thing where the wife gave him a knife. Oh, God. Meghan is not that type.
I don't think she didn't want to be second best. And I don't think she got that is what the fusty-dusty protocol of the royal family
Oh, God.
consists of. It is a matter of precedence. It may all fall apart and become very different when the Queen dies. I think what is really, really...
There it is. She's already telling the future. Once the Queen dies, things is going to fall apart. And this is what we're seeing here. Okay, she could predict the future. All right, let's see here.
Different when the Queen dies. I think what has really, really upset the British public is that Meghan Markle, who many people consider is only, 5 clicks up from trailer trash.
Oh my God!
Has actually tried to disrespect the Queen. And the Queen is the most respected woman in the world.
Victoria Mather, we should mention NBC News has not confirmed what you had mentioned about a knife gifting, but we thank you for your time. Thanks for joining us this morning. Coming up,
God. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Shame on her. All right, let me bookmark this nonsense.
We saw
it was livid. I can't remember media commentator in my entire existence that was able to use language like this about a person, royal or not. Yep. Okay, because they can get away with anything over there. Them saying Harry and Meghan need to be... Yeah, when this guy said it, I had to mute it. The comment about how they can get Harry back without Meghan wanting to take Meghan down, etc. They want to pretend they have so much class, but they complete trash. I hope we get clips. That comment really offended a lot of Americans. I remember that. I missed that tidbit somehow. Alright, so they suggest, we're briefed about Christmas present. This could be made up for all we know. Yeah, probably the brothers, from what we know now. Maybe the brother told her that, and then she didn't process anything to say, I'm not gonna repeat this nonsense, but there she is, she's saying it. Okay, benefit if doubt. What if she saw a knife at Harry and Meghan's Netflix home and like it, so they got her one? Queen gifted waffle maker. This was said way before the Netflix thing. So, whatever. Okay, I didn't recommend the knife comment, but I remember when that interview ran news commentator talking about how insulting and outrageous it was. Okay, she thought she was sticking the knife in and turning it because Meghan is black and her dad's family is so awful, but all she did was anger everyone. Meghan is a classic example of the American dream. She rose up from humble beginning to gain a world-class education and wild success. Okay, to a person, America heroes are people who've taken the same path. So if you insult Meghan for rising up to a hard work, intelligent and grit, you're insulting every American. Then there's the racist component of it, which was unforgivable. It's striking how snobby Brits don't get us. Okay, exactly. She said it. That's a very good thread of her. Exactly. 90% of Americans come from humble beginning, myself included. I'm proud of my ability to overcome that and work in the six-figure job that I have now, to include my job giving me the ability to get another degree that will help me and them. Yeah. You piss off a lot of people who, okay. Years back, I gave my next door neighbor a knife block with the knife. I had no idea it was sinister threat. All I knew was she liked to cook and needed a new set. Okay, after this, that's it. Okay, at NBC News, serious y'all need to recognize complicity for having this UK royal reporter on saying Meghan was 5 clicks from a trailer trash knife. That's serious abuse. This is the angry black woman archetype. Harry and Meghan on Netflix speaks of media coordination. Do better. And the thing is, let's not forget, you see the screen, but I'm gonna move to the next one. But let's not forget, remember, this was around when Trump was president. There was this path the world was trying to go through. Okay, there was this path that they wanted the world to go through. They put in border walls, shuffling people around. Certain group this place, this group of people go this way. All right, if you look, okay, I don't want to mention any countries right now. Different part of the world where dark skin were being shuffling around. Okay, it was happening. I didn't share them, but it was happening. So there was a narrative that was going on. It's just that people fought back. Okay, that 2020 election was very crucial. We're still fighting through, and the midterm election also put us above the parapet a bit higher, because there was this narrative that they were going through. So if we did not go out and vote on the 2020 election and the 2022 election now that just happened, okay, this is the thing we were gonna see. Okay, so we need to keep on fighting. All right, next tweet. Okay, there are some quite freaky stories about William too. What's hiding in Prince William's closet? It can just be an affair with a neighbor lady married to the other purple husband. Would you describe an affair as freaky? Alright, okay. I bookmarked this, but I didn't see that. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised because they certainly seem to be. Alright, 27 seconds. Alright.
William and Kate are very well respected. They make rounds of people, and loads more people rather see him instantly step to the throne than Charles.
Or are they just better at hiding the truth? Because there are some quite fruity stories about William too, if you want.
Yes, not that we can go.
The host didn't even then hide it. There are some stuff about him too. These are the people who's probably give the narrative to run with, and this host was not having it. I'm moving it back slightly.
It's about William too, if you want.
Really?
Yes, not that we can go into detail.
Okay.
Hello, lawyers.
There it is. They're like, there's lawyers. Hello, lawyers. We don't want to go through that, but they know the truth.
You know, there are very fruity stories about that. But this is not a battle. It's not a comparison.
Let's move on.
Look at this.
Enough Harry and Meghan bashing.
Let's move on. When it comes to William, let's move on.
It's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace.
But why
and if it comes from Kensington Palace, why are they briefing against their own grand...
But if you're telling the truth, I don't know. If you are telling the truth, you could back it up. I don't know why you have to be afraid of, but okay, I'm not them. Okay, a journalist once hinted about something that went on when William was stationed in Wales with the military. Oh, he loves to be pegged, say a lot. Okay, let's go into that. Okay, allegedly, he's also into dogging. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whether dogging, having sex in public, or watching people having sex. There was one tweet that I came across, a police officer, you know, with his hand. And one hand looking through whatever, his phone, and another hand was doing the business. Okay, I swear he said fruity the second time. Free Willy. Free Willy. There's that. Yeah, anyone? Oh my God, I shouldn't go into that. Okay, you know what? Let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, it's a video receipt as well. I rest my case. Tomorrow, Jeremy will pretend again as if he doesn't know where the briefing is coming from. Alright, so, this is new. Let's see that. Okay, the thing is, with the British media, we do have a habit of bringing people up in order to knock them down. Caller Chaz from Sussex claimed she, quote, certainly didn't forget the racist headlines about Meghan Markle and that Harry was right to address it. Do you agree? A minute and 56 seconds. Let's see here.
The points they make in the documentary is that some of the early headlines about straight out of Compton, I hadn't even remembered those headlines. There's no doubt there's a racist undertone to that. But what the argument I have is particularly them complaining about social media as if the media have caused that. We all know what social media can be, and judging the whole of the British population by a few awful people on social media, I don't think is fair.
Shaz, can you justify them saying we're going to America to be private and then taking $80 million to tell their story?
Oh, there's one comment I just respond to that. I hope, did I bookmark it? Where I said he's taking control of his life. When, oh my God, I wish I had bookmarked it. I'll take a screenshot and put it, but let's listen to this.
See, did they say they're going to America to be private? I think a lot of people need to re-watch the Oprah program because lies have just been churned and turned into fact. And it's disappointing that she forgot about the straight out Compton, because I certainly didn't forget, nor did I forget that weeks after they announced their engagement, that Harry put out a statement challenging the racist undertones of the British media. My biggest disappointment was that the palace didn't do the same. If Charles came out now, as he should have, and as the Queen should have then the list would have put a lot of the hate to rest.
Yeah, but one of
They
the
didn't do it then,
thoughts
they
that's
should
been
do it
raised,
now.
Shaz, one of the thoughts that's been raised is, and this came up a minute ago, is that they were so popular after their wedding, everybody loved them, and something started happening, and the theory is it was briefing from people close to Kate and William to take them down a peg or two, and it went wrong. And something started happening, and the theory is it was briefing from people close to Kate and William to take them down a peg or two, and it went wrong. And it went wrong. So it might have come from, it wasn't anything to do with British people not liking them. It was briefing against them from inside royal circles.
What I'm getting from him here is that he's like, don't blame the media now, because he is part of the media. All right, it's coming from your family, so don't blame us. This is what he's saying here. He's like, don't blame the media. So he's throwing the ball back to William. That's the sense I'm getting here. Let's see.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. But the thing is, with the British media, is we do have a habit of bringing people up in order to knock them down.
Okay, Shaz.
It's finished too, by the way. She understands the point exactly. And she's from Sussex too. Team Sussex for sure. Okay, the thing is that, I've said it. Even if, okay, William was doing this stuff, these are grown adults. Shouldn't they have the common sense and say, what I'm gonna write is wrong? This is the thing I cannot get. And Harry have said it in the Obama Foundation. Okay, this was his understanding. And he said, I'm probably gonna get it wrong though. Okay, his understanding was that the longer you live, the smarter, well, he didn't use smarter, the more knowledge you have.
And it's, I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years. It was always presumed, this is my take on it, which may be very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine, I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have.
So what do you do with the knowledge of you being on this earth for that long? You have these people repeating the same thing. None of them had the guts to tell the brother, no, your mother died this way, so don't do that. Did anybody was big enough to put a stop to it and tell this idiot to stop spreading lies about his brother? It's like idiots leading idiots over there. But okay, this is finished. Let me read some of the comment. Okay.
The points they make in the documentary.
All right, I can't with him. Every Sussex's defender presented to him a viable argument, and each time he brushes aside a real propagandist. I think in this clip here, I think what he's saying here, he was getting information. In one of the clips that I already edited, and I think I put it out already, where he's like, he doesn't know. But this one, it seems like he knows. Now he's throwing the ball back to the palace. He's saying, don't tell us, don't blame us, the media, for reporting what the palace was telling us. This is the sense that I'm getting here. But before, in one of the videos that I edited the other day, he was claiming he doesn't know. Okay? They are tormentors, definitely. They are being paid to torment the Sussexes. Yep, they all will. That's why it's good to have all the receipts of them admitting the briefing are coming from inside the palace, specifically Kensington Palace. And then now, in that clip where he was saying this is, or I don't know who said it in that clip, but they mentioned that if they had stopped, Charles should have stopped, and all of that. Harry had put a statement out. Okay, none of them, none of the rest of the royal family said anything. But right now, they are too deep into it. I don't think they could put a stop to it. Because right now, guess what? The tabloid is loving this, what's going on right now. They're loving it. So now they're getting probably real drama that's going on here. Charles can stop it. And if Charles decided to stop it, he's done with. He's done with. When he had the time to put a stop to it, nope. It was benefiting him. He was getting good coverage. It was fine. But now it's getting close to his coronation. Okay, he can't put a stop to it because they will turn on him. All right. Yep, they all will. That's why it's good we have all the receipts of them admitting the briefing are coming from inside the palace, specifically Kensington Palace. Okay, of course they know the truth. They are a bunch of liars. Okay, is the media trying to distance themselves from the mess? That's what I'm saying here. Yep, that's exactly that. They are distancing themselves. They don't want to be taken down. Okay, we will see. I mean, he said it. He said it in here. I even mentioned it. It looks like he's distancing himself. It's like, okay, they're telling us what to say and we're saying it too. So that's exactly what I get here. Okay, JV, okay, Jeremy Vine is one of those UK TV media dogs with a platform 97% focused on bashing Harry and Meghan every day, and he tried to act like he's above the racist rhetoric when he's an instigator and actually right in the middle of it. Okay, many great points. Well, this is the part here for Harry to get the bottom of it, because now everything is being spilled. Before, Harry did not have any proof. Okay, maybe he did know. He suspect. Maybe he did know. He can't really have a confirm because everybody's lying. They're not gonna say the truth. Now the truth is coming out. He is probably gathering receipt. When he's ready to sue, he could sue. All right, this lady. Every second she opens her mouth, she's lying. Speculation, speculation. This man is a snake. All right, so let's go to the next one. Another video receipt. Okay, quote, racism is not a rite of passage. The royal family's depraved indifference to racist coverage of Meghan Markle was racist. That was a quote. Harry is right that race made Meghan Markle treatment by the media different from other royal family, including Princess Diana. All right, let's listen to that. 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
People, racism is not a rite of passage, and the royal family, their depraved indifference.
It didn't mean racism.
It was depraved.
They meant press interest.
No, the depraved indifference to the racist coverage of Meghan was racist.
Look at the Dr. Shol, very calm, where this guy was trying to, cut her off. You see her, she closed her eyes slightly to finish her point. I guess I'm a freaking body expert. Only Dr. Shol could deal with these people. I don't know. Like around this, okay? Look how she looked straight into the camera and closed her eyes slightly, trying to concentrate on her point to make sure it comes across very calmly.
It was
they meant press interest.
The depraved indifference to the racist coverage of Meghan was racist. That's the point.
Angela, you're a member of the press.
He didn't make that point. Look, there's no doubt that Harry was traumatised by the press coverage of his mother and the way that she was hounded by the paparazzi. Meghan was not hounded by the paparazzi in the way that Diana was.
Because Harry prevented that. I remember there was, when I first come across where either one of the squaddies put a receipt where, is it Angela Levine? One of those royal rats who wanted to interview Meghan. Harry said no. So Harry learned. I've said this before. Harry is a smart man. He did not give the tabloid access to his wife. Why? Because he saw what his mom went through. So this is why we don't see that much where they're hounding her on the street and all of that. So when she does her engagement, okay, you see her when she did her speech regarding the smart work and all of that, the cookbook, you see her. But Harry cut the line. When she's not doing private, when she's not doing public things, you don't see her. That's because Harry prevent that. So don't make this comparison because Harry learned. So in order for you to understand, so therefore Meghan should have gone to exact way that Princess Diana did. These people learn nothing. They learn absolutely nothing. But there's Harry who made sure his wife did not experience what his mom went through. So now you're making confusion because not confusion, distinction that Meghan did not go through the same thing. But the media decided to go a different route because they couldn't have access to her. All right, I'm moving it back slightly.
paparazzi. Meghan was not hounded by the paparazzi in the way that Diana was. You know, there were sort of rules and agreements in place with newspaper editors about the ways the boys should be ring-fenced. On every aspect, you talked about the standout moment. This was a declaration of war against his family.
Let's be blunt here. Because you people on the media and who's writing about him were the one who's writing those things. Okay? So now you need to spill the beans. Where were you getting your information from so he could do the next step? Okay? So you guys were writing the stuff about his wife. So he had to go after you. So now we will see the chain of event. Where were you getting your information? It was a war on the media. He never said one thing about his family. You're putting the connection with his family because this is where you get the information. So don't blame it on him. All right, I'm moving it back again.
The declaration of war against his family, against them. Hang on a second, Shola, for once.
Wait, just let Angela finish her thought.
You never let me finish. It's
okay. Listen to what she just said here. You never let me finish. Okay? And watch Dr. Shola, because I did listen to it a few minutes ago. Watch Dr. Shola carefully, stop her thought, listening to her. But when Dr. Shola start talking, you're going to see trying to do the exact same thing to Dr. Shola. All right? Just to give you a heads up. So I don't have to stop when that happens.
Impossible.
I do.
No, you don't. Well, try it.
I do.
Well, hang on. Okay. We're not going back on what she said.
Okay.
Just finish your point.
Yeah. So the point is, things like he says, you know, there's an expectation that we would marry people who would fit the certain mould. Well, that in itself is prejudicing the choices that other members of the family have made, suggesting
have a look at this picture I'm going to put up here. Okay. So you'll see it between.
Okay. She finished her thought. You're gonna see those receipts of words Dr. Shola's gonna have for her in response to that, and then watch what I just said. Her reaction when Dr. Shola start throwing some receipt to her.
You, this photo, which is going there we are on the left. Now this to me that sums up the documentary. On the left is Meghan and Harry, the informality, beautiful, loving picture. On the right, the portrayal I felt I was getting is this very stiff, non-huggy, formal royal family. And maybe that's right, Shola.
You know what, Jeremy? Again, first of all, you talk about the press not hounding Meghan. That's not what the point was. It was the content that was racially harassing Meghan. That's one. Two, I don't see how she's wrong. I don't see how she's wrong. How Harry's wrong about people who fit the mold. I mean, look at what happened with Charles and Camilla. For whatever reason, that they didn't allow Charles to marry Camilla, which led to all of this mess. Look at Princess Margaret.
The Queen was married for years,
and she married the person she fell in love with. But Princess Margaret was not allowed to marry the person she wanted to marry. And yes, I looked at this picture. I am not surprised. Meghan comes in from the outside like Diana did. Diana came across as a huggy person, somebody who was inclusive. You don't even get that from the Queen.
Maybe Kate...
There it is. You see, she was trying to disrupt her, but she kept going. I love Dr. Shola. She knows what she's talking about. There's me here. Love all the examples you use to illustrate Harry's point. That woman who claimed you never let her finish, yet there she was trying to interrupt you. Glad you kept going with your point. Some skills you have with her. And piss more again. There's here, honestly, I'm thinking the royal family was hoping the racist coverage will make Meghan and the relationship and or the British media will find something about her that will make Harry leave her. This is the thing. Meghan is too perfect for them. All right, and Harry knows what he was looking for. Okay, thank you, Dr. Shola. Can't help but notice how this show is the advertisement arm of rabid racist British tabloid. Apart from you, there is no credibility on this show. All right, I agree. Public figures can be hounded by the press and their side of a story show, but racist. If you could provide a link, I will be grateful. I will be grateful. All right, let's see here. Shoulda and her soapbox again. Okay, I don't know. Okay, this is false to say that the press was not hounding Meghan. As time have progressed, so has the method of hounding. Yeah, they switch up when they realize, okay, they cannot have access to her because Harry will not let them. Okay, I even brought the point where I don't think, if I was Meghan, knowing how she used to have access to give interviews with the tabloid and all of that, I don't know if I would have listened, but Harry knew, and we have to give Meghan credit for listening to her husband. Okay, and I guess if she didn't listen, I guess that will not work, because Harry knows those tabloids. All right, it's because Harry learned he did not want his wife to follow the same suit as his mom. Harry prevent that. All right. Let's see here. It is false to say that the press was not hounding Meghan. As time have progressed, so has the method of hounding. Hounding is not restricted to being chased in the street anymore. That's it. That's what I said. They switch up because they can have access to her. Thousands of mostly negative articles repeated through hundreds of prints and online media is hounding. Okay, actually, it's bullying, abusive, and meant to destroy, and at no time has the royal family ever spoken out in her defense, not even once. They are a disgrace to all that is royal or dignified or winsome or gracious. That's why they all so unattractive, also unattractive, and have to use jewelry to distract. You know what? I never thought about that. That's why they use jewelry to distract. Oh my God. Let me go into that. Let's see here. Well, family defend who and what. Jay-Z, Lister actress, is bullying and abusive everyone and everywhere, whoever she thinks. Okay, that's a hater, so there's no reason to read that. All right, let's read this and then that's it. Whatever is on the screen. Okay, 1, owning is a declaration of war. 2, against a white person saying what racism is and what not. 3, not admitting that born and skull just not happily married. It's not a protocol thing. 4, Meghan was stalked and hounded, but in another way, social media, papers, TV shows, etc. Okay, no difference to Princess Catherine, Diana, and Fergie. Well, they left, what's his name? They left her alone once Meghan got into the picture. But before, from what I've heard, I wasn't following them, they were doing whatever it is. But now they decided to shift their attention to Harry and Meghan. All right, let's see here. But it shouldn't have happened to any other person, to any of them. Thank you. It should never happen. Okay, nobody should be hounded by the press. Also, the figures of negative stories around Meghan are far higher than these other women. Harry has to issue a statement against the racist coverage of Meghan when they were just dating. Facts. Okay, sorry, but that's okay. I don't even need to read. All right, let's move to the next one. You could read what's there because they don't want to accept facts. Next one, it's another video. Oh no, it's not a video. Okay, Perpetual victim and accountability dodger Prince William is at it again. Quote, whatever volume 2 of Netflix Harry and Meghan to be screened on Thursday brings Prince William sees his relationship with Harry as, quote, over, and quote, damage beyond repair. This is one of those articles the squad archive. Okay, Prince William tells friends his relationship with Prince Harry is over. Eh? Alright, Prince William tells friend his relationship with Prince Harry is over. Okay, but I find it funny that Tom Sykes brings up poll numbers. Why will poll numbers apply to Harry and Meghan? They aren't senior working royals, but sure, I hope he takes comfort in those meaningless polls. Okay, so it's probably some stuff that's in the article. I'm not reading it. Same talking point, different month, that's for sure. Okay, if I work at Daily Express, it will never happen. The headlines I will write about Prince William, for example, royal fans concerned Prince William has become unusually fixated with his brother, or Charles urged to rein in Will's leaks. Okay, lastly, Perpetual victim and accountability dodger Prince William is a father of 3. Can you imagine being a parent and trying to explain, justify this type of behavior? That's for him to answer to his children later on. I don't know. Is the future is being trained to be like his father? I don't know. It will be even worse. Okay, if there was any part of his relationship with Harry that was salvageable, he stuck a giant fork into it when he sent Jason Kenoff to defeat Meghan and her lawsuit against the Daily Mail. Yep. Okay, he breached Harry's bottom line then, if he hadn't earlier. Okay, Willie Leaks strike again. However, I have a question. Why Will not thinks there is something left to repair? Hasn't he Hasn't he still not understood that this is over the day he sent his dogs out to cover up his cheating affair against his own brother, sister-in-law, and nephew? Speechless. Okay, he doesn't think leaking and briefing against his own pregnant sister-in-law, so she was tortured by the press to the point of suicide, might have been a last straw.
You are making me scared, right? And like that night, to be up and down in the middle of the night, looking down my hallway, like, are we safe? Are the doors locked? Is security on? Is everything? That's real. Are my babies safe? And you've created it for what? Because you're bored, or because it sells your papers, or it makes you feel better about your own life? It's real what you're doing. And that's the piece I don't think people fully understand. You are making people want to kill me.
That's too many last straw. Too many last straw. These things are so freaking horrible. They are horrible. This should never had happened. There's absurdity in the mindset that appear prevalent in the UK. It's bizarre. Okay, the smartest thing Harry did was taking his family out of the UK. The smartest thing Harry can do is to stop protecting William and William's dirty secret. The thing is that I think I understand why he was naming name. He wasn't saying certain things because he doesn't want to be sued. So he's there. I mean, this is the thing. Harry born in there. He was born in there. He know how they work. So he's using his brilliant mind to do the reverse. Okay, to turn the table on those people who were doing him wrong. Okay, so William is at it, briefing the media again. All right, this is the last one. Okay, Prince William's relationship with his brother has been non-existent for a long time, regardless of the documentary. He's never even seen the baby. The Queen sent him to Wales during that day and the Jubilee when everyone else was celebrating Little Bet's birthday. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. And this is why I keep on saying the oldest, you should have known, but he's worse. He is worse. Next tweet. I have 3 more after this. Okay, Prince Harry's kitchen at Kensington Palace is shocking for a prince. What is that tiny thing in 1998 fridge? There's this? Nah, that boy was poor. Where is that? Let's see. It's 13 seconds.
I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost. And they had a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator. Girl, please put your shoes on. Let's go find you a home, honey. Oh, Lord. I was shocked.
I don't know where this clip is from. If it's from Kensington, but I have no idea. Okay, there's that. I like to say the heirs hog the money, which is true. But Andrew, Anne, and Edward don't live that way. It's no wonder why he dressed the way he did back then. It reflected his home life. Wow. Yeah, nobody really was looking after him once Princess Diana died. They really didn't care about him that much. And then the worst thing is, he was the one who literally lifting the institution on his shoulder. He was the one who was doing the most hard-working thing. I don't care how many engagements the others have done. They don't complain, they don't explain, they go to do their engagement. But the most significant thing where people could feel the result of hard work, it was Harry's. The others, I don't know. Yes, Harry was treated so badly. He was giving the bare minimum. Disgusting. I guess to keep him in his place, thank God he is thriving. Yep, and this is why they were like, when he left, they wanted him to work at McDonald's, do other things. Okay, I said that last year. Even the quality of his suit have improved dramatically. All right, it's like no one cared about him. Thank God he met his soulmate, and they're so beautiful together. Oh, I think it's been said before, the monarch and their children, especially the heir, get the majority. The rest are all giving scrap, but enough so they don't stray. Oh dear, guess not enough to stop Harry straying, but he strayed up. He's living his life happy and content. Oh Lord. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm almost an hour. I was editing a video and I stopped. All right, next one. They get how this is worse, right? Let's see here. Kate Middleton is a big hugger, says friends pushing back on Meghan Markle's claim of formality. In the Netflix documentary, Harry and Meghan, Meghan Markle said she was surprised by Kate and William's formality being closed doors. okay, that it carried on. She thought those formalities was for the public, and she thought when in private, yeah, everybody's relaxed. But no, they keep the straight face. It's just that maybe they had that mentality of her, the perception of her already. I don't know. So they thought that they are non-approachable according to her. But the worst thing is the wife, okay, who marry into the family. You know what? Let's leave that alone. Who is like automatically become them. Don't you understand all those years you were chasing him, the life you lived before the palace? Oh my God, how you behave. Well, then again, like I said, let me leave it alone. There's me here. OMG, these people are truly Coco for Coco Pops. We've seen the Caribbean tour. We have eyes. So now she's gonna go around UK hugging people? Now that would be creepy. There's nothing wrong. Oh, I forgot the G. There's nothing wrong for not being a hugger. Just admit it and people will understand. But don't throw BS at people. I'm telling you. That was like an hour ago. Okay, Meghan didn't say that Kate was not a hugger. She said they didn't hug. Okay, when did she become a big hugger? Okay, cue the video of her hugging people at all ethnicities, and her husband. They're also transparent. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm seeing pictures of them hugging kids and all of that. You know what Harry and Meghan needs to do? All they need to do is say the things that they're not doing, and then you see them go and do it. Next tweet. I have one more after this. Hey Sussex Squad, when did you guys started to realize William was selling out Harry? For me, I must admit it was the PR act William and Kate had on commercial flight straight after the day Harry and Meghan were torn to pieces for taking private jet to Elton, I guess private, what's that? SH, okay, I don't know. Elton John. I thought there was no way a loving brother will do that. And there's my receipt here. Me, since 8/17/2020, it has been done before. There's the thing here. I've spoke about this video so much, and I put the link of it. All right. It was all the leaks about her being untalented, a gold digger, etc. That video, by the way, it was something that I saw. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. And I was like, how do I convey this without sound cuckoo? Okay, how can I express what I just saw without looking like a freaking idiot? Because I didn't see anything that would suggest it was him. So that's that. If you've seen that video, you've seen it. Okay, it was all the leaks about her being untalented, a gold digger, etc. I have a son who's an actor, and I know that it's nearly impossible to be successful. The work ethic, drive, and talent it requires is nearly inhuman. Meghan earned her success. Yep, I don't remember the timing, but the silence was loud as stories came out. The narrative around the money being spent per couple was biased, and there was a story about the empty plane and Meghan and making Harry and Meghan looking bad. And then the nail in the coffin, no more doubts, was Jason sharing with Daily Mail. All right, there's this. Days after the engagement announcement, the smear campaign started. Some informations were obvious coming from inside. Okay, looking back, it was so obvious. Okay, when this came out, this was the final nail in the coffin for me. Let's see this. Okay, Prince William on Harry, Meghan crisis. I've put my arm around my brother all our lives. I cannot do it anymore. Meanwhile, he's doing baggage for God. All right, I'm gonna go to my last one. This one was really good. All right, it's a TikTok video. All right, she absolutely nailed it. Louder, please. These delusional Karens are grasping at straw. All right, 54 seconds.
Number one is that Harry now is officially Meghan Markle's accessory. So yes, that is him behind her holding the umbrella.
This video showed me two things. One, a lot of you have never been loved correctly. You genuinely don't know what it looks like or feels like. In fact, you haven't even been loved faux correctly, because even a man who's going to play you knows how to act like the perfect gentleman. And because you've never felt it, never seen it, don't know what being loved correctly is, whenever you see glimpses of what it looks like and can't identify it, you assign some sort of maliciousness or negativity to it. He cares about
Spot on. Spot on. Spot on.
his wife, so he takes care of her. It's very simple. Two, the second thing this video showed me is that y'all don't have a single legitimate reason to dislike this woman, and you know it. Not a single one. That's why you grasp at delusion like this. That's why you make problems out of thin air. Because you have nothing. Embarrassing.
Yep, that's truly embarrassing for these people. Okay, hold on. That homely white girl is complaining that a husband was holding an umbrella for his wife. There's a rolling eye. I know, right? This is something my husband always does. When it's raining, there's one umbrella he always keep in the back seat. Well, not exactly on the seat, but on the back thing. And he will go out the door and then come around to get me. And sometime when he's looking for parking, okay, after we come from wherever we're going, and he will be like, okay, he will park in front of the building. If we cannot find parking in front of the building, he will double park, come, make me get out, make me go inside, and then while he go look for parking. All right, that's my hubby. All right, he's some of my members, I've shared some videos. Well, you don't see our face, but you hear the story of how we met. Okay, he has a story for our kids of how we met. It's in my membership thing. Okay, let's see here. Why is that Meghan supporters are gorgeous and modern while the haters look, well, I don't even have to say it. There's a laugh because it's the ugly one who hates. Okay, I'll be so embarrassed if I were a hateful bland Karen and a gorgeous black woman drag me like that with her cute little laugh at the end. All right, after this, that's it. Okay, I've seen that girl. Or was it YouTube? Okay, is it YouTube or White? Okay, I see that girl YouTube and she's always nitpicking. Okay, the white woman that she was criticized. Okay, I've seen that girl White and she's always nitpicking at any little thing Meghan does. At first, I was open to hearing her take, but then I started to realize she was starting to sound like a hater. LOL. Oh my god, wow, mic drop. Okay, so that's it. Exactly, well, it's not exactly an hour. It's an hour and 4 minutes. I don't know what I'm gonna cut in between, but that's that. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for, I don't know, let's honest protection. I don't know, random words that come in my popped up in my mind. Okay, a daily prayer for protection. Lord God, I pray for your protection as I begin this day. You are my hiding place, and under your wings I can always find refuge. Protect me from trouble wherever I go, and keep evil far from me. No matter where I am, I will look to you as my protector, the one who fights for me every day. All right, let's pick an image for the thumbnails. Let's pick this. It's too small. Forget that one. Let's do that one. Okay, I did this. Let's pick something else. Let's do this one. Okay. I thank thee, my heavenly Father, through Jesus Christ, thy dear Son, that thou hast kept me this night from all harm and danger, and I pray thee to keep me this day also from sin and all evil, that all my doings and life may please thee. For into thy hands I commend myself, my body and soul, and all things. Let thy holy angel be with me, that the wicked foe have no power over me. Amen. Martin Luther. Martin Luther King. Okay, Martin Luther. I said Martin Luther King. Martin Luther. All right, so that's it. There's a video I'm going to upload. If YouTube approve it, I'm going to make it live. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you, and thank you for your support. That's it.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.